Hi guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another video. Now, different backdrop obviously. I am currently in London. Bit of a heads up, I'm not going to be at this game. No vlog for this one unfortunately, but I'm still doing a match preview. I will be back for the Ipswich game on Tuesday, but unfortunately I am going to be missing this one as I am in London. But yeah, match preview. Obviously we face Wycombe at home on Saturday the 14th of August. And it should be an interesting game, and I'm going to be talking about it all in this video, of course. So what I'll probably start by doing is talking a bit about the opposition. Wycombe Wanderers obviously came down from the Championship last season narrowly. Took it to the last game, but made it impossible in the last game at the same time. But yeah, it wasn't mathematically impossible, if you like. Decent season for them. No one expected them to stay in the Championship anyway. And for them to have even stayed in the league, or even got as high as they did, won as many games, got as many points as they did, and got the results that they did. I think you got to take your hat off to them, because I think that's very, very impressive by their standards. Because at the end of the day, they're not a big club. Championship level is incredible for them, and honestly, I applaud them for last season. They played really well at times, and yeah, I think they'll have another good season this season in League One. Maybe go back up to the Championship. We'll have to wait and see. It depends if they sign any more players over the next coming days and closing days of the transfer window, obviously. But yeah, let's talk about their first game. Obviously, a win at home to Accrington Stanley, with McCleary getting a brace inside 15 minutes for the Chairboys, providing a 2-1 win, with Butcher getting a 86th minute consolation goal for Stanley. I'm looking at the stats here. Wycombe didn't have much of the ball. They only had 39% possession. However, they had 16 shots. So I think this is going to be an interesting game altogether, because I think Wycombe are good at what we need to be better at, and that's making the most of our chances, making the most of the amount of the ball we have. And I think the only difference I say is we do have a lot of the ball, but we don't seem to do much with it a lot of the time. But yeah, they had over double Accrington's shots, double their shots on target. Scored 2 goals from 4 shots on target, so that's pretty impressive. And also had double the corners as Accrington Stanley, so playing some decent attacking football. I think Wycombe could be a big threat this season, and I'm not going to go into league position or anything because of a one game and it really doesn't matter. But I will just touch on their other result in the Carabao Cup in midweek. They did beat Exeter City 4-3, I believe, on penalties. League 2 side, obviously. I don't know what side they put out, so I'm not going to look much into that. I'm not going to read too much into it. Take what you like from that. But yeah, 2 games, 2 wins for Wycombe going into this one. They'll be high on confidence, obviously. Our first game, our first League 1 game came against Crewe Alexandra away at Grassley Road, which did end 1-1. If you haven't watched the vlog already and you do want to watch it, I'll leave a link to it down in the description. I'm assuming you probably all have, but if you haven't and you want to watch it, feel free. But yeah, it was an interesting performance, to be honest. I think, it was one of those where I would have taken it at the start of the game, but I think we were probably the dominant side. So, I think we probably should have got the 3 points. And, at the start of the game, I wasn't going to, I wouldn't have turned my nose up at a 1-1. I'd pretty much happily take that, but it's the fact that throughout the 90 minutes we had more chances than them. We played better than them in every aspect, in my opinion. And they didn't play bad. Crewe didn't play bad. They did have good patches of play where they dominated, but for most of the 90 minutes we were the better side, and I think we deserved to win the game. Some could argue we shouldn't have scored our goal. It came from a defensive mistake from Crewe. But then on the other hand, their move for our goal started from a passing mistake, and a bad one at that. But yeah, ended 1-1, got a point from the game, and then obviously the Carabao Cup fixture in midweek against Bristol Rovers at the Memorial Ground did end 2-0 to Cheltenham, with Alfie May scoring the first after an absolute peach of an over-the-top ball from Callum Wright, and then he also got the second assist. Whether he meant it or not, we won't talk about it. He was proud that he got it. He went for the bicycle kick, and let's just say it was meant to be a pass. And it landed at Kyle Vassal's feet, and he scored, and he gets a debut goal, and he was loving it. And I'm so glad that he's got his first goal, gets him up and running. Good start for him. But yeah, from what I've seen of that game again, you know, pretty easy game for us. We eased past them. And yeah, I mean, Bristol Rovers aren't in a great place right now. So again, I'm not going to really take much from it, but we did play very well, and I think Callum Wright and Taylor Perry are fantastic signings. And obviously we knew about Callum Wright. We knew that he was absolutely immense, but Taylor Perry, oh my God, he was unreal. And I wasn't at the game, but just from the highlights that I've seen and the videos that I've seen, he looks unreal. So I'm so glad we signed him. But yeah, right, I'll go into my lineup that I'd like to see us go with this week. So obviously in goal I'm going to go with Evans again. I thought he was absolutely brilliant against Crewe. And then what I did realise, after the match preview that I did for the Crewe game, I just completely forgot that Raglan existed. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. He just left my mind for some reason. But yeah, wing backs I'll go for obviously Blair, Hussey. They've been good. They were solid in the first game. Matty Blair was absolutely fantastic against Crewe, I've got to say. And then the three centre-backs I go with Raglan, Tozer. Well, if he's back, I can understand why we play long over him. Tozer didn't have a pre-season. He was out with illness, obviously. Whether Duff chooses to pick him over long, we'll have to wait and see. I think we could have done with the long throw against Crewe, but you know, we still got a point without it. And then obviously Will Boyle as well, who was, you know, again, just his normal self, strong at the back against Crewe last Saturday. And then for the midfield, it's a bit of a difficult one because Chapman's been brilliant. Wright's been brilliant. Perry's been brilliant. Serkin's been brilliant. Thomas has been brilliant. Yeah, it's really hard to choose a starting midfield three, but in my opinion, for this game in particular, I would go for Callum Wright, Taylor Perry, and Connor Thomas. Now, leaving Serkin out is a big thing. Obviously, he played a lot last season, but I just think it's worth giving Callum Wright and Taylor Perry, well, Taylor Perry in particular, a league start, because I think, you know, obviously it's his first time coming into men's football, and I think he needs that time to adjust. So, I mean, you can comment if you disagree with me, obviously. But yeah, and then the front two, I think I'll still go with May and Williams for this one. But then, you know, at some point, I think it'll only be a matter of a couple of games before Kyle Vassell breaks into the starting 11 over one of them. If he performs, obviously, that is, when coming off the bench or in cup games or whatever. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. But yeah, that signing was massively needed, and I'm so glad we got it done. But yeah, so I'll talk about my score prediction, because that's really all I can talk about now for this video. It's tough to think about, really, isn't it? Because both sides have had a decent start to life this season. You know, we played very well against Bristol Rovers, a side of league below us. Wycombe, again, I don't know the team they put out against Exeter, but you know, it had to take them to go to pens. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 to us. I don't know why. I just think we could get a win. And I feel like that's being a bit cheeky. But I think it'll be a close game, but I do think we could get the 3 points. I hope you all did enjoy this preview. I tried to talk about as much as possible in this, but it's difficult because it's the start of the season. But yeah, once more, apologies for no vlog tomorrow, but I will be back on Tuesday. But to all those going to the game, enjoy it. Make sure you support the lads. Make sure you be loud and proud. And yeah, hopefully we can get a good result. First home game back, and hopefully we can get the 3 points. Or at least a good performance out of the team. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I also want to say thank you for the support on the recent video against the vlog against Crewe. I think I gained like 12 subscribers, 14 subscribers, or maybe even more in the end. Might have been like 16 or something. Absolutely ridiculous support. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. We are rapidly gaining on that 600 subscriber mark, so if we could hit that soon, that would be massively appreciated. And if you're not subscribed already and you have enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing, and obviously drop a like as always. But yeah, like I say, thank you all very much for watching, lads. Have a class rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.